Hello there. We're going to learn today how to insert a photo into a cutout outline. First we need to open Photoshop. Then we need to open our outline. So navigate to the folder where you've kept all of your outlines. Open up the outline that you wish to use. Once it's open, it may look like this, which means it's actually got a transparency. You will need to flatten this image to be able to use it and select the interior. It'll make it much easier. So to do this, go over to the right-hand side. You'll see your tools there, and you need to choose layers. If you can't actually see it, it'll be that little double square there. So click on that. And then this tiny little menu is quite a large drop-down menu. Choose Flatten Image. You will notice now that your image is all white with the black outline. Okay, so you've now flattened it. You'll see it on the layers. It's actually a locked layer. All right, the next thing we need to do is open our photo. So go back to File, choose Open. You can also do Control Open for a keyboard shortcut. I'm going to navigate to where the image is. I'm going to use this turtle image. Now, because I chose a high resolution image, because when we print it out, we don't actually want pixelation. You may find that your image is way larger than your outline. There's no problem with that. We can fix it. So first, once you've opened it, we're going to select all. So we go Control A as a keyboard shortcut, Control A. Then you go Control C to copy. Move your cursor up to the top where you have your outline. Click on the Outline tab so you open up the other file. Now we need to paste it. Control V to paste, V for Victor. All right. Obviously, my photo is way larger than my background outline image. So what I need to do is use the transform tool to minimize it. So Control T as a keyboard shortcut. Now you can see part of the outline there, but to get a clearer view, I'm just going to decrease the magnification by holding the Control key down and pressing the minus key. And then I now have a much clearer picture of how big my photo is compared to my background. I'm going to make this much smaller, but to maintain ratio, I'm going to hold the Shift key down at the same time that I click on the toggle and drag it down to be the same size as my background. When I'm happy with that, I press Enter. Now, that's rather small and I can't really see what I'm doing. I just want to zoom in. A quick zoom in is Control 0 and you get full screen view of your image. Now, we need to take the opacity down of our image so we can see where it sits over our outline. So if you move your cursor over to the right where the layers is, you'll see the opacity there. Click down and move it down to about 70, 65, something like that. All right, now we can actually see it much better. To move this, you need to make sure you've got your pointer tool. The pointer tool keyboard shortcut is just pressing the V key on your keyboard. You'll get your pointer tool. Now make sure that I've selected my photo and I'm going to drag it until I actually have the image positioned where I would actually like to paint it. So this might take a little bit of moving around and deciding what you'd like to do. Now remember, you are painting, So you can fill in any gaps using your imagination and the rest of the backdrop to make up for what is missing. So if, just for instance, if I wanted to position my turtle to the top left, I've got this white patch, but that's okay. I can fudge it by actually painting in the blue area and the rest of the flipper by using the rest of the image as my reference. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just drag the turtle over a bit more so most of it's in. And then I'm going to go back to my opacity and make it 100% again. All right. Next thing I need to do is where you see the eye on next to layer 1, you need to click on the eye to turn that layer off so you don't see it. Now you need to click on the background layer. So you're selecting the background layer. We're actually going to select the cutout area. To do that, we need the magic wand. Magic wand shortcut is just pressing the W key. All right. Now yours may default to the quick selection tool. The quick selection tool will look something like this. Okay, once you've actually pressed the W key, you can then cycle through the 3 selections by holding the Shift key down and then pressing the W. And you'll find that you can cycle through until you have the magic wand tool. Once you have the magic wand tool, click in the area that you want to select. I want to select inside this tire, so I'm going to click inside the tire. Now, if you have problems with that, it may be that you've still got your photo layer selected. So if you did that, I'll just demonstrate. If you've got your photo layer selected, you may find that your selection looks something like that. A quick way to deselect is Control D. To deselect, go and select your background, click in the area that you actually need. Once you are happy with that, then turn on layer 1. The next thing you have to do is select layer 1. So I have now selected layer 1. I have the selection there ready to go. The last thing I need to do is click on the masking Add Layer Mask tool, which you'll find at the bottom part of your layers menu bar. So I'll click on that, and as you can see, it cuts away the excess. Now, we need to flatten this so it is ready for printing. So what you need to do is go back to that drop-down menu, click on it, and choose Flatten Image. Then go File, Save As, call it your image cutout. Make sure you save it as a PNG. Click Save. You will get PNG format options. Largest file is what we need because we want highest resolution. Choose OK. Make sure you choose the cursor tool again, and then you can close down. So to close down, you just click the X next to the tabs, and then you close down. That's finished.